Hello and welcome to Number 5 Chambers' inaugural podcast to our conferences and seminars on all matters planning and environment. I'm Hashi Mohammed, a barrister at Number 5 and your host for this hopefully informative podcast. And now we have Richard Humphreys, Queen's Counsel, who's going to talk to us about a recently published document titled Planning for the Future from the Ministry of Housing, Communities and Local Government. Now, Richard, tell us, what is the actual central thrust of this document for delegates to understand?
The central thrust is still to try to ensure the delivery of 300,000 homes per annum. But good design and placemaking are also emphasised, and the framework is to be revised to reflect this. There is recognition, for example, of the need for streets to be tree-lined and for community involvement in setting local design standards alongside a national model code. Climate change will also require a review of the policy for building in areas of flood risk, and from 2025, a future home standard will require up to 80% lower carbon emissions for all new homes.
And so in that light, what are the sort of main points that one should try and draw out of these proposals for people out there, whether you're working for a local government or a developer or an independent consultant, to understand?
I draw attention briefly to four matters. First, in terms of process, there may be an expansion of the use of local development orders, as well as the greater use of compulsory purchase powers for land assembly. And local authorities will be required to have up-to-date local plans by December 2023. Secondly, new permitted development rights are proposed to allow residential blocks to be extended by up to 2 stories in height, and for the demolition of vacant commercial, industrial and residential buildings and their replacement with residential units, so long as the new units are well designed and meet natural light standards. Thirdly, there will be a review of the formula for calculating local housing need to encourage greater building within and near to urban areas. There's also confirmation that from November 2020, where the delivery of housing has been less than 75% of the housing requirement for the 3 previous years, this will trigger the application of the tilted balance in paragraph 11D of the framework. But in my view, there may well now have to be a rethink of this policy, given the inevitable delays to delivery likely to result from COVID-19, the current lockdown having postdated the document. Fourthly and finally, a review of planning fees is proposed with the aim of their properly resourcing planning departments. Also, however, it's proposed that there be automatic rebates of application fees where a planning application is successful at appeal. But it seems harsh to make it automatic in all cases, so it's possible that the proposal may be modified. Overall, however, it's far from clear that the proposals, which include further funding for certain infrastructure, affordable housing and brownfield development, will actually secure the delivery of 300,000 dwellings per annum.
Thank you very much for that, Richard. Of course, post-COVID-19, we will have to find many ways in which we plan for the recovery. And I guess from what you have told us, this is a critical document for the future. So thank you very much for that, Richard. That's Richard Humphreys, Queen's Counsel. You've been listening to the Number 5 Chambers podcast, giving you the latest updates on all matters planning and environment.